Good evening, everybody, and welcome to our Monday evening.
No, we're on the next week now, Tony. Good evening, everybody. Hope you're all right.
Evening.
That means I've had my booster jab and
Hey!
Everything's sorted. No. No, it's not. No, it's not. Yes, like Michael says, we've been on the beach today recording because he's been doing a video for one of his stories that he's got published. So, it's a nice day, and I'm going to use some of the footage to revamp our credits as well at some point.
So did you get your toe dipped in the sea then? Was it warm enough to do a bit of skinny dipping? No?
Definitely not. Definitely. It was quiet to have done some skinny dipping, but no. It would have been, yes.
You said that like you meant it, Tony.
Put it this way, if I'd gone in that water, I wouldn't have needed to make adjustments to wear my frock on Saturday.
Well, I'm taking the fifth on that one, but I'm sure you will look lovely, darling. We'll wait to see the photos, depending on what dress you wear, of course.
All right, Michael, I will show that at the end if you remind me. Before we run the end credits, I will play the video that Michael and I put together.
Oh, that's nice.
Everybody's sending a load of love out to Jean.
Yeah.
I'm not very well.
It's coming in abundance, Jean. It's coming in abundance for you, sweetheart.
Thank you.
You're very well loved, darling.
You are.
Thank you so much. I thought I'd come and show my face, though.
Yeah.
I've said it before and I'll say it again. The community that's built around our live feeds is absolutely, it takes my breath away.
It's incredible, isn't it?
Nearly as much as watching Rose and Giovanni's dance on Saturday night.
Oh, it was beautiful. Absolutely stunning.
Tears.
I went to bits. It was.
Yeah.
Whew.
Absolutely.
Yeah. That girl should get a pass through to the final.
Yeah, I agree. It wouldn't surprise me if she wins it.
Well, she said today on the news, she was being interviewed, and she said she doesn't actually hear the music. To learn the dance in the rehearsal room, there's too much background noise for her hearing it.
Yeah, she goes with the vibrations and the counting.
She goes from the vibrations in the feet and counting.
Yeah.
I mean, to learn dances like that, counting is... Sorry, we're off on tangents again, aren't we? Oh, dear. Sophie said she's sending you love, but she's hiding it because she needs a negative PCR. Sophie, you're in our healing books
Thoughts
too.
in his books.
Absolutely. Good luck with it all, Sophie.
Yeah.
We'll wait with bated breath.
Mum will be with you, love.
Yeah. We'll be with you in spirit.
And Mum she'll be cheering her on.
She will be. Crystal, it took me a while to realise, but no, they're koi carp on these curtains, look.
She might mean the ones behind you, Tony.
They're the same curtains.
Yeah. It took me a while because I couldn't see it, but then I thought, oh my God, they're fish. Yeah, so they're fish. You think John Waite will win, Michael, do you?
Well, it's a possibility because they're beautiful, but then again, you've also got Tilly.
Yeah.
Tilly's really come along really well.
The thing is, it's at the point now where I couldn't say who's going to go because they're all really good.
They're all absolutely brilliant.
Yeah. Okay, let's. For tonight, we thought we would just wing it, if that's all right with people. I mean, I know wing it's probably not the right word. We will be guided by spirit, but I think we will just take a relaxed evening and see what happens and just let Jean soak up the energies and
Yeah.
let spirit work.
We was talking backstage, weren't we, Tony? We thought we might do a little Q&A tonight, so that Jean, as Tony says, can soak up the energies, and then she doesn't have to open up to spirit and lose the energies that way, do you, sweetheart?
No, thank you everybody for your wishes.
Yeah.
It's kidneys again. Kidneys again.
And can we also
Kidney.
Can we also send thoughts out to Kylie, please, who scattered our partner's ashes today?
Oh yeah, I saw that, bless her.
Yeah. And our Sophie, because fingers crossed by next week we'll have a new bambino.
A new addition.
A new bambino?
New addition to his group.
And yes,
yeah,
if we could possibly do it, I would be there the day your dad comes to see the baby, because I need to meet your dad.
I want to come. I want to come and see this
I
baby.
want to come too. we all want to come.
And can I just say though, Stacey, it's not just your baby, sweetheart, but you and your lovely boys.
Yeah. And Dad.
It's not just your baby, darling. It's the family.
It is. It's a bit like when we went to Littleport, Jean, and Nick said, I've known this pest for nigh on 3-4 years now, but we've never actually been in the same room.
That's true, yeah.
It's the same with Sophie and Paul and Lynn, bless her, when she was
Tony,
here.
didn't you think it was if we'd known one another donkey's years?
It
just flowed. It was just like meeting an old friend from years ago.
It was as if it was only 6-7 weeks ago we'd been in there, and Crystal and Kylie and Daniela are in the pub. If she needs to be in the pub, that's where she needs to be today. It's
absolutely.
It must be an awful day to go through. I can't imagine.
No, it's hard.
Losing Michael's dad, my father-in-law, was bad enough, but to lose your partner who you've been bonded to and connected to, it's too tragic. Same with Paul and Lynn. And I hope
Paul's coming down. Paul's going down from the 20th.
We'll have to check our diaries and see what we're doing and what's going on and things.
For that week after.
That week. Right. Okay. Let me open the service in prayer and just invite the Lord to step a little bit closer tonight, and then we'll take it from there. I know Irene's got a poem, and I'll do the healing moment if that's okay with people, and then we'll get started. So could we just blend our energies together, friends? Great Spirit, Father, Mother, God, we thank you for the blessing of gathering together as friends tonight. Father, I ask that the veil be lifted to allow our guides and inspirers to step forward to support us through this short service. And I ask that the loved ones of those watching step forward to guide us to pass on information that people need to hear right now. I also ask, Lord, that angels stand around us to protect us from anything that might wish us anything but good. And we ask for support for Jean, for Kylie, for Sophie, for anybody who's suffering tonight, and we will do the healing moment shortly. I promise that everything we do tonight will be done with love, with truth and honesty in our hearts. And at the end of this evening, we will hand back to you all which is rightfully yours, with love, with honour and glory. Amen.
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 Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power and the glory, forever and ever. Amen.
Amen. My poem tonight, it's a little bit personal, because a dear friend of mine of many years standings lost a partner last week, and I've wrote this for Diane and Tosh, and It's also for Kev, who's the gentleman that's passed away. And I've just called it Silent Tears. Silent tears drip down my cheeks as the memory of you comes into my mind. My life is full of troughs and peaks. Why does life have to be so unkind? Silent tears falling from my eyes as I sit and listen to your favourite song. I never wanted you to leave or say goodbye. It is for your arms to be around me that I long. Silent tears run down my face, my eyes red, swollen and sore from crying. I never thought to be alone would be my fate, but I feel the pain as on our bed I am lying. Silent tears and a broken heart, now there's only one of us where once there was two. It would be wonderful to relive it, go back to the start, go back to the lovely days of me and you. Silent tears and a golden wedding band, all the years I have worn it with pride. Proud on our wedding day when you placed it on my third finger left hand, and I will still wear it, even though for now we have to be apart. For now we say goodbye.
Oh,
Oh,
R.I.P. Kev. Love you, baby.
bless him.
Yeah.
And bless the family. That's all.
Yeah.
yeah.
Thank you.
Well, we'll just take a moment now and send out healing to those places that you know it's needed. We'll do the healing prayer, then I'll play the candles video, and then I'll end the silence with the word Amen. So we could blend our energies together, please, friends. Great Spirit, Father, Mother, God, here we bring unto thee all those in our and all healing books, that it may please thee to heal them, be they suffering in mind, in body, or in spirit. We ask for all those we know, those we do not know, and those who have no one to ask for them. We ask for them now, Lord. Amen.
Amen.
Sophie says, sorry to hear of the loss, Irene. Lovely words. Crystal said, so beautiful and such powerful words. Really got me. Send my love, please.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, everyone.
Pam Duffy, that was lovely, Irene. Sheila, beautiful words. Dawn, beautiful words.
Thank you so much. It means such a lot when I get your feedback, and I'm glad you enjoy my poetry. If you'd like me to put it on, I will do so later on this week.
You're always welcome to share as much poetry as you want on my page, Irene.
I know that, sweetheart, and I'm grateful.
Also transfer it over to my website as well, which is getting quite a lot of hits at the moment.
Good.
People seem to be looking over my website a lot. So if you want to put it on there, I'll put it on there for you, no problem.
Thank you, sweetheart. Thank you.
Like I said, we're not going to go into lots of messages unless somebody steps forward and really insists. We'll do a talk, questions, a discussion, whatever people want. Just to feedback to you that the group that opened at the Croft is going really well. I don't know who the news was this week because I was here rather than.
It was Cecilia and Albert Cunningham.
Oh, right.
From Barnsley.
They do art, but they didn't. He does the drawings, but not this week.
Yeah. Is he the one that draws there? He doesn't bring them, he draws there. Yeah.
He draws them with us, when you are, but he didn't last night, but he did. We did get asked if that's what he wanted, so he would come back and do drawings, psychic art for us if we want.
That would be
and he's
really
good. I can honestly say he is good at art.
Yeah.
Yes, it was.
Irene, is it possible to request a poem for next Monday, or do you just choose what you're drawn to?
I mainly just choose what I'm drawn to, Lisa, but if there's a specific one that you want me to read out, thank you, by the way, for putting that lovely poem on. I think I've got it. The one that you sent to Tony, he sent it to me. I think I've got it, but I'll have a look, and if I haven't, I'll write it down. But yes, you can ask for a poem, and if I haven't got one appropriate, I will write one.
Thank you, thank you, Angela, that you're enjoying Thurcroft.
Good, thank you.
It's a lovely group. It really is a lovely group, and the energies are lovely in there as well. So, it is really.
We had a couple of new faces last night. A lady I met on Saturday at my the show that I did for Mandy up at Wakefield. She came down from Batley last night to come to our group, and she says that she's going to come. I spoke to her afterwards, and she said that she was going to come when she could. And she's very spiritually aware as well. So, but she said that she enjoyed it. It took her about 50 minutes.
I got a message, first one from my mum.
Yes, you did.
Wow.
Yeah.
First message from me from my mum.
Yeah.
Which was lovely.
And Roger got a message, and Jean cut up from the back. Well, we could always go in the gym with your leotard on, Roger.
Well, she told him that he were up to gym and everything, and he was right fit for gym and all this, and I just laughed. So I had to say, well, I could see him in his leotard. He don't go to gym. He's not in for out like that.
No. Whoa! I got a similar message from the meerkat man that we saw that time. Ding,
yeah.
You know
yes, I do.
Yeah. It's like, really? Have you seen me? But just
excuse me. Hang on a minute.
When Irene said that the lady that came from Batley was spiritually aware, if anybody is developing or wants to come on and sit on screen with us and see if you get a connection, you really, really are more than welcome. We are not precious about sharing a screen. We'll share a screen with anybody, and we'll help anybody on that pathway. In fact,
Absolutely.
After Christmas, I'm still hoping that, fingers crossed, I'll be able to get permission to use the rooms at Watt Hall, and we can start. Shush! She's asleep. He's been tapping the door to try and get in to annoy Michael.
Oh.
And we've been on the beach today, and because we've been filming for Michael, so the dogs have had about 3/4 of an hour on the beach, and they're running up and down and things. So Pippin's absolutely shattered because she's a lot more active than Horace. Yeah. So he's wanting to play, so he stood barking at her, and she just looked up like,
go away. I need. She's a lady. She needs her beauty sleep.
No, I am going to. The trustees have said I can use their rooms to run a small class, just to get people, see if there's an appetite for development classes. Irene and I have already talked about what we would want to put in as content. I would like to run it under the auspices of the New Christian Spiritualist Society, so I'll have to talk to Reverend Lynn and Reverend Nick just to make sure that what I want to teach fits within the umbrella that the New Christian Spiritualist Society would like.
Tony, can I just... Sorry, I'm jumping in here. You know that you said excuse me, you said that hopefully we're going to get started after Christmas, right?
Yes.
Why don't we run a workshop first and put all the activities in a workshop on different tables and see who really wants to come?
Yeah, that's a good idea.
See if they find... I know
Yeah.
you're going to have to charge them a small fee for that afternoon, but you could put a sandwich or something on.
I would have to hire that big room.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But you could put a sandwich on and tea or something, and just do a workshop afternoon or a workshop day, 10 till 4 or whatever.
Would this be at
give
WAF,
people
Tony?
an idea?
Yeah.
Would this be at WAF?
It would have to be, yes, I think. Yeah. But we could hire that big community room and do something. If people would be interested, if you are, drop me a message, drop Jean a message or Irene, and we'll collate names and see. There would be a little bit of a charge, maybe, I don't know, £3 or something, and we'll put something on.
I'm just thinking workshop gives them a little teaser to see what you're going to be bringing into it.
That would,
and then you can still have a little talk at the end of it.
Yeah.
And then find out what people want from it. What I did it at Dalton. I don't know, I keep saying Dalton, down at Park Gate, and it worked. Well, and then if you want, people could have sit-ins. They could have a private sit-in at the same time if they wanted.
They could.
Yeah.
Later on in the day.
What about? I'm just, while we're throwing ideas about, I've just seen a few people saying, "Oh God, I wish I lived nearer." If we do put this on, Suzanne, you're running ahead of me now, dear.
She's psychic.
What I was thinking was, I've got access to Zoom, so I could set up a Zoom room, and we could try an online class to see. I did a couple with people before, and it works. You can do it. And then maybe if we're running a 10-week course, we could find somewhere a little bit central for people to gather and find a little room somewhere that we could all get together and have like a certificate giving day or something for people who've done it on.
I get certificates out when I did them at Portgate, just for something to say they've achieved something.
Yeah, you've done it because it's 10 weeks you've put in, so you should get a little bit of something. I
did.
Just going on from that, we're talking about. Not today, but last Monday, I did a two-hour talk on crystals and the different crystals you can get, and I had my crystal books here, so I gave them all the things, and if I didn't know which would go for healing and which didn't, then I could look it up straight away, so I'm not giving them the wrong information.
Well,
so we could do something like that online if somebody's interested in crystals.
They're all tools, so and we could do all of the fundamentals online, and we could do a lot of other readings and stuff online. So so if people would like the course online as well as in person, just send a message through, because if there's a lot of interest, we'd have to split it down and do one group now and one group after, that type of thing. But we'll send us your names, and we'll.
It won't be, and we did discuss this, Tony. I know some people do a roll-on, roll-off program, and I know there's mediums out there do that. But I've discussed this with Tony and Irene. I've taught, and I've never ever done a roll-on, roll-off. It's been about 10, 12 weeks, because it is not fair for them who's done 6 weeks for somebody to come in new and get pushed into them who's been there 6 weeks. No, it's not fair.
The program we put together was 12 weeks, wasn't it? Because we had to split something up. So it was
we had to split things.
If you want the postcode for what, hang on, I'll drop it into the chat now. So just bear with me a second. It's S63 7. That's your postcode. So
if there is anybody that lives a long way away, Tracy, because Tracy's saying it would be online sessions would be brilliant for us Southerners. We'll sort something out, and as Tony says, if we can do sort of what we do at Worth, but then maybe once or twice a year go further up north and do a little, after they've been online, do a little workshop in person up there or down south, something like that, where we can come and meet you all, which would be lovely.
Yeah.
Can I just answer this question from Angela?
Your dog is being a bit rude.
Do you also teach how to connect with crystals, though? I didn't, because all it was, Angela, when I did this one, I did it. My daughter works on SPTV, and she booked me in to do this. It's the second time I've done a workshop for them, and what I did, there was just information that I was giving about the crystals and what they do and how you work with them and that sort of thing. I am actually reading up on it as I go, and I am trying to. I've done a couple of crystal development courses, and I'm now getting to the stage where I can actually go through and actually connect with the crystals, because as well as working with them for healing and other things, I also read crystals as well, and I have a huge collection, but I'm very careful, and I make sure that I know what I want to say and which crystal goes with which, because anybody knows about anything. Sorry, it is Angel. I do apologize. I said Angela, didn't I? I'm so sorry, sweetheart. But yes, they're beautiful to work with when it's done right.
Yeah, definitely.
That is quite correct, Angel. I agree. This is why I'm very careful of what I do. And this is why I get as much information about which crystal goes with which crystal, because they don't all go together either. So, we have to be careful of what we're doing when we're working with crystals. So, but
yes. And I mean, I know nothing about crystals, so I couldn't help with that. That would have to be, of course, a section led by Irene. But we were thinking we could do things like ribbon, colour, cards, and just
you can do drawings. You can do drawings. You can do flowers still.
Yeah, and even sort of doing it remotely, you can still work with flowers. So
you can do that over like this, yes. And like we've done photos. There's such a psychometry you can't, because you need to put the energies on the jewellery or whatever.
Yeah.
So there's things like that, but you can do a hell of a lot still online, which people would find interesting.
I mean, there's also pendulums as well. We could do sort of pendulums and which crystal does which, that sort of thing. Yeah. There's lots and lots of different areas, isn't there?
Yeah. Thank you, Angela. Angela Ellison's just sent me a message saying she'd be up for it. It's not advanced for you at all, Suzanne. It's not at all. We start right with
beginners awareness. It's awareness stroke development, because it's for different people. People who just want to be aware of spirit are more than welcome to come along.
Yeah.
Not everybody wants to do what we do. Like, there's such a big variety in mediumship. Like, there's healing, which is still mediumship. So you might want to do healing or go down a different avenue. That's fine.
Yeah.
What we use is the only tools.
We always
the basics.
Start the very, very basics and work up. Oils for your oil diffuser helps with pain. Yeah. But I know Miles is spiritually aware, so I've brought Miles in. Yeah. You've just got
Yes.
some.
I like Michael.
You're just showing off there, are you, Mister? Fundamentals.
Yes.
That's the first lesson, grounding and protection.
Absolutely.
That's the first thing you do learn.
Yeah.
How to ground yourself, how to open to spirit, and the most important is how to close as well.
Yeah. And again, it's the same no matter what you use, or if you don't want to use anything, the grounding and the protection, open and closing, that is so important. You know, I mean, chakras is another area that again, Angel will probably know about this because if she works with as a crystal healer, there's the chakras as well. There's all sorts of areas that you can learn, but you don't have to sort of be really advanced, even if it's just a little talk on one particular crystal or whatever, and or if cards.
Have you seen one Lisa's just put up? A medium, can you do? Yeah.
Can you or do you connect and just sit and chat with your own loved ones?
If you want to chat with your loved ones, yes, you can chat with your loved ones.
Yes, you can. I talk to my mum and dad all the time.
Well, I mean, yeah, I talk out loud to Josh and to my nana and my granddad and my grandma and my granddad, but I don't often just sit on the settee and have a conversation with them. It tends to be as I'm pottering around and I hear them responding in my head.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just
Even if you don't want to become a medium on a rostrum, not everybody wants to do rostrum work.
No.
You know, people get dragged to rostrum, like Tony got dragged onto rostrum via me, bless him. He didn't get a choice. He just got put up there. But
Spirit pushed me up onto rostrum.
If you don't want to do rostrum, that's fine. If you just want to do open circle work, that's fine. So just because you do a development awareness class, even if you don't want to do rostrum, don't panic about that. Leave rostrum behind if you don't want to do it. Go into an open circle and just sit in an open circle and enjoy that.
Also, there's a healing side as well, because some people, sometimes if they don't want to do rostrum work, they like to sit in the background. And please don't take that the wrong way. I didn't mean it disrespectfully. They prefer to stay and just do healing because healing is their thing. I mean, my husband's not trained, but he's a wonderful healer. But he's not trained and he hasn't got the time. And Michael wants to be a fireman. Fireman Sam, Michael.
Horace, stop that. I'm going to have to turn this camera around.
It's
Tom.
being rude. It keeps being rude.
It is. Working with spirit is beautiful. And
yes,
everything that is done in the name of spirit is healing.
Yeah, and it's all done with love.
It is. It's and Tom and Rita's little place is wonderful.
It's beautiful.
It was absolutely gorgeous.
I haven't been to Rita and Tom's new place. I went to the old one, but I've never been to the new one.
And Tom is a wonderful medium.
Oh, he is. Absolutely.
Can I just say as well, Rita, sweetheart, good luck. Because I know you're back at hospital. Good luck for everything what you're going to go through, sweetheart. Healing's coming in abundance for you.
Oh, I'll put you in my healing book, Rita.
Well, you can pick it up whenever you want, and we are always here to
help
through. So if you want to pick it up, don't be afraid. We'll do it. Can spirit come whenever I know? Hang on, Chris.
Come whenever I know. It's out there. But what if you was? I don't understand that question, Crystal.
If it means what I think you mean, spirit always know when you need your private time.
Oh yes. I'm with you.
Yes, they do, sweetheart. Yes,
and they won't come through at those moments, no.
No, you do get your private
Really?
times. You've got to be strict. Oh, I don't know about a big O's, Michael.
Well, I do.
Well, Angel, good luck with it, sweetheart. After 4 years of development, good luck with it. I really do mean that. I hope you get on well with it. And
Angel,
perhaps once we get started, if you're close enough, maybe we could have you at Wath for a talk on crystals.
yes, definitely.
That'd be nice.
After 4 years, the biggest thing is trust, and that's something I'm afraid we can't teach you. We can't teach you to trust spirit.
No, you've got to be able to do that yourself. And I agree, Miles. Everyone does have the ability to work with spirit. It's if you want to work with spirit, it's your decision. But once you sign on that dotted line, you've got to be committed.
They'll never let you go. Never let you go.
But yes,
the thing is, you shouldn't be afraid of spirit. Spirit will never harm you. It will never hurt you. When you work with your spirit guides and your spirit family, they come with love, they come with healing, and they always tell you the truth. And you know, they will never hurt you. So there is absolutely no way on this earth that you should be afraid of them.
Well,
sweetheart.
What I would say is, what you've got to think, I mean, when Jean first said, come up on the rostrum with myself and June, I got up and I was shaking because I thought, I'm going to make a fool of myself. I'm going to stand up to give a message and there'll be nothing. And what you've got to remember is spirit are desperate to get their messages out and their philosophy and their teachings. So they're not going to leave you standing there flapping your mouth like a goldfish. They're not. They're going to make a link and come through. So it is that thing of just letting go and just accepting that you're in their hands. And once you can give yourself over like that, it's wonderful. And Michael, you are right. If spirit came to connect with me whilst I was watching Strictly, it wouldn't be words started with our Father.
I agree with Angel. Once spoken and they want to work with you, they can nag. They can, but you can also let them know that you have downtime as well. I mean, the majority of us, we don't allow them in our bedrooms and we don't allow them in our bathrooms because when we go to bed to sleep. And I don't allow them in my bedroom because no, that's my time.
Yeah.
Have you seen what Michael's put? That when I said come on down, seen that? On a toaster.
Come on.
And then the other one, Tony,
Michael,
if you can put it up, saying a spirit watching what Horus is up to tonight.
Yes, that was good, wasn't it? Saying, does that mean spirit aren't watching what Horus was doing to the cushions? Luckily he has had the snips, so there won't be any cleaning to do.
Crystal, Jean's gone. She'll be back in a minute.
Back in a second.
Crystal, some spirits just what it is with this. We always say, Crystal, that not every spirit person wants to come through to the same medium. They pick and choose the mediums that they want to work with. So it's not a case of they don't really want to come through. It's the fact that they want to work with the right medium that your spirit family choose. I think I've got that right.
Yeah.
Yes, thought I had.
I don't know what was said because I got cut off again.
Well, Crystal was saying some spirits just really don't want to come through, even though they potter around. Why in spirit does some not give anything away? And I was just saying that sometimes spirit people like to work with certain mediums. They don't all work with the same medium all the time, Jean.
No, they usually pick a medium what's good for them at that time.
Yes, yeah.
connect in the right way and give the message. Lisa's son's got his children in Need Day on Friday, and the theme is Strictly. He's got a sequin sparkly waistcoat, sequin dicky bow, and sequin top hat.
Oh, beautiful.
Put some photographs on, Lisa. I'd love to see that.
Yeah.
Put some photos on. Yeah. Good luck to him, bless him. Good luck to him.
That'd be beautiful. Sorry, I'm starting to get tired.
The Jamie premiere was a sequined frock as well. Gorgeous.
They were gorgeous.
Yeah.
They were lovely. So yeah.
Michael says dancing can be his great career.
It is his career. Michael, one of Michael's exes was a fully trained.
Wasn't he a dancer or something? Yeah.
Wow.
Now he works in Benidorm.
Oh, very nice.
Benidorm with his husband, and he's called Miss Lexi Legs.
Oh.
And he's
very nice.
Stunning. He did if you watched the Christmas quiz we did with the Rainbow Project, not last Christmas, the Christmas before, he asked a question on there.
Oh, right. Okay.
Andy Durkin, he's called.
Oh, well, there you go.
Oh, Lisa's going to put some photos up. Fabulous.
Oh, great.
Oh, that'd be lovely. Thank you, Lisa.
Yeah. But
well, why not? Perhaps he's going to train to be a ballroom dancer, Lisa. You never know. I know it's expensive to do, though, isn't it? Ballroom. It's expensive to be trained.
The little bit with Shirley Ballas on, I don't know if it was the news or something, where she went back to her roots and went to her first dance school, and it looked amazing. Angel, my ex-husband used to compete against Anton and
always beat him.
Both my professional dancers worked for Peggy Spence.
Oh wow, Peggy! Wow!
And Andrew Durkin, we are talking about you. Yes, we are. But no, that's what we've got in mind, and I'm also in talks, or going to be in talks with Dwarf Paul about something else that I haven't talked to these lovely ladies about yet. But I'm going to, I think, if I've got the hoo-ha to do it, because I'm still a bit wavering on it. I don't know what I want to do.
Well, we'll talk after and see what you want to do and where you want to go with it, and we'll take it from there, darling, as always.
Yeah, we will. But yes, we've got a lot on, and I do feel pushed with in different directions. So there's a lot of stuff going on in my head that Spirit want me to do, and we're just going to have to, like Irene said, go with it. But there is a lot of interest I can see online for both the online course and the physical course, so that could be interesting.
It's funny because I got told last night again, Irene, didn't I? This is third time off a medium, that Spirit are taking me in another direction again.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well,
yeah,
we'll see where it goes.
But he said it was also going to be good and more deeper for you, didn't he, Jean?
Yeah.
So
yeah, he did.
She had Lynn's book.
Yeah,
it's a good book.
It's a really good book. If
I'm really getting into it.
If anybody's interested in the fundamentals of mediumship, the book by Reverend Lim Guest de Swart is the author, on Amazon, and it's called The Spiritualist.
I've got it in the other room. Spiritualist Handbook.
Well, I've picked up one, and it's called The Rules of the Spirit World.
Oh.
And I'll just nip across the room and get it, then I can show it to you.
It is very good.
I do like the one with Reverend Lynn. Like I said, I'm halfway through.
So easy to read.
It's an easy read. It is an easy read.
Yeah.
And that's why this is what I'm going to discuss later.
Mm.
Sorry, it's called The Laws of the Spirit World.
Oh, the laws of
And
law.
it's written by Khorshid Bahavangri. It's an Indian name. It's down the bottom there.
Oh, yeah.
There. And what it is, she lost both of her sons in a car accident. And they spoke to her from spirit, and this is her writings. And I've just started reading it. You would really like this because Tony, you would really get into this one.
Right.
And it was Helen at Morley. She was reading a passage from it about prayer. And I thought, oh, I'll send off for that. It sounds interesting. I've just started reading it. So when I've finished, you can borrow it if you want to.
All right.
Then I'll have it after him because you want his book after me.
Yeah.
And I'll also put that one on my list, Angel. Thank you very much.
Oh, what
Good
was that?
evening, Pamela.
Mitch. Oh, right. I'll write that down. Thank you, Angel. Mitch.
But one thing I can't teach, and I'm not sure that Jean and Irene can teach, is things like fortune telling. We don't do.
No, I don't do it.
No, don't do fortune telling.
There are places that will teach you stuff like that. It's not for us. But like I said, the course I want to go down teaching is more based on Reverend Lynn's teachings, which is Christian spiritualism. And so there will be some Christian philosophy in there. If that upsets people or if it's not for you, that's fine. But it is what I want to do. So it is what it is. It'll be much like we do here because it'll be working true with spirit, working with your heart and your mind and being respectful and that sort of thing. So that's where we are.
I don't think fortune telling is working. It's only my personal opinion. So I'm not being disrespectful to anybody who likes that sort of thing. But to me, working as a fortune teller is not working true with spirit.
It's not working with spirit.
It's something different.
Yeah.
A medium would not give you your fortune, as far as I'm aware. They wouldn't do it. We're not here for that. So, you know, I'm not knocking anybody. You know, I know people what do discretion and things like that, which is absolutely fantastic. But I think for people who can tell you your future, me personally, it is wrong because at the end of the day, you can change that path at any time you want.
Yeah.
Every time you make a decision,
you can change it.
The course of your path. So nothing is ever set in stone. And spirit will come through and say, you're going to meet a tall, dark, handsome stranger who's going to sweep you off your feet. You're going to have 3 children. You're going to have
money. You're going to have a beautiful home. We'd all want it, wouldn't we?
All of that. It's not working with spirit. It's working on a very psychic level, and that's not what we do. Psychic is fine. It's got its time and its place, but it's not what we do. So that's what we will teach you as well. We will teach you the difference between reaching and working with spirit and then
psychic.
Psychic. You'll learn all of it.
I agree with Angel. There is a code of ethics that should be adhered to, and the majority of us do respect that. And as Suzanne says, we are very respectful of each other, and this is a great group. We all agree there. You know,
I got told a while ago, and I've always said it, Tony and Irene, you know I have, and I got told years and years ago by old mediums that a medium can be a psychic can't be a true medium.
Yeah.
No.
There's the difference.
There is.
I'm not saying all psychics can't become a medium because they can. I'm not saying that at all because that's their own pathway they want to take it. So don't shoot me for that because They can still do it if they want to.
Partly agree with you. And I work with angel cards, Suzanne. Angel cards
are different to tarot.
Yeah, they are.
I work with them with spirit. So parts of the picture illuminate and they move and they show me different things within the card. So I never read the cards.
Put the book away. Put the book away.
I just turn a deck and then link with spirit and they show me what they want. They've not asked me to use them for months and months.
I don't tend to use them. I can read them, but I tend not to.
Michael uses them with his pendulum and says to me, "You get that?" I'll go and I'll say, "Oh, I think this, and this," and I'll move the cards around and say, "I see these three linked together and these three linked together because," and he said, "That's what they told me as well." So it's just a second opinion for him.
I don't think angel cards, they are different to tarot cards.
Yeah,
they are two different cards, I think.
I have the Rider-Waite. I was going to say Rider-Waite.
Yeah.
But the Rider-Waite deck, I've turned a deck with them and I'm blank. I can't, they don't engage me. I have occasionally done them and got something out of it, but 9 times out of 10, if I pick that deck up, I get nothing.
And some people are brilliant with tarot cards. It's what sorts?
June Jardine read that deck for her house all the time, and it was wonderful, the reading she gave me.
People
but it was
can.
A spiritual reading. It was a spiritual reading.
It's what suits you into what you're drawn to.
Yeah.
I've got a set called well, you both know, I collect tarot cards and I've got quite a few sets, but I only work with 2 or 3 sometimes. But when I went on Saturday, I've got this beautiful new set that I got about 18 months ago from Mingamel's Market, actually, and they're called Blessed Be. And they're all sort of angels, but it's all set on like the Green Man and the woods and working with nature and all that, and they are a beautiful set of cards and they give me so much. It's one of the best sets that I've ever worked with, but I don't work with them often. And my Stacey, she's getting some spiritual stuff now, because as you all know, my daughter Stacey has been learning from me, and then Jean took over because I thought she needed a more in-depth tutor, so I thought, well, Jean can help, and Tony's helped as well, but she's now gone from psychic and she's getting a lot of spiritual stuff now as well.
Yeah, well, that's where she wanted to go.
I'm not saying I don't want to disrespect anybody, and like you said, Tony, I'm not saying that psychic people can't become mediums. I'm not saying that at all, but I got, like a medium's already got that psychic ability in them. But when you're just doing psychic work, it's nice for them to reach higher to spirit. You know what I'm saying? It is lovely for a psychic not just to give the energy off, but to reach higher into the spirit realm, find out who they're talking to, find out more. And I think they'll surprise themselves off of them when they start doing and building up higher. If you know what I mean? Go that step higher. Don't be afraid to step higher.
Yeah.
And ask for more.
Because as we change, so spirit will change as well, and they have to evolve, and so do we. If you have tarot cards, can you pull them and read them for yourself? If you look, you can. But I wouldn't advise it personally. I made a point. Angel again makes about ethics. Now, when I always said right from the beginning, when I was learning how to do the Rider-Waite, that I would never read for myself and I would never read for family, because you know too much about them, and it could be a wrong reading. So that's why I've gone to I don't read the Rider-Waite anymore. I use them occasionally, but not very often. I'd rather have my Blessed Be or my angel cards, because Rider-Waite can be very difficult to read, can't they, Tony?
They're very hard.
And you can get double meanings.
Yeah, and I mean, you can just do them for yourself and that tends to be more of a meditative thing.
Yeah,
So you just turn the cards and see what you're getting off them and things, and it just focuses your mind for a moment.
yeah,
Um, I've read cards for myself. I've read them for Michael, and I've never had a huge problem. But
no.
it
It's got to be done in the right way, though, Tony, hasn't it?
has,
Yeah,
and it's got to be done with, like we always say, with only love, honesty, and truth in your heart,
yeah,
and no desire to do anything else. But it's it is something we would cover. I would ask people, I would maybe put some cards out and number them 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and ask people to pick one, and then
yeah,
see what we get off it. Because that can be done online or in person, and
yeah,
we do it when Pat comes down, don't we? She asks
yeah,
us to pull a card.
It's a shame because the very best card reader I've ever met, bless him, is in spirit.
yeah.
And I'm fortunate to have all his cards. So, Tony, I would bring them all across
Yeah,
to the training and let people use them cards. That's what he's left them for.
yeah, yeah.
Well, if you're interested, Lisa, it's again a lot of it, as again Angel has said, a lot of it is intuition.
Mm,
But if you're going to read the cards, you have to learn how to do them properly. And I will say, and I've used Rider Waite for years, and normally I recommend them, but they are very hard to read because you've got the right way up reading, then the upside down reading.
yeah.
And it depends on which cards comes together, and there's different spreads that you can do. The angel cards and my blessed be cards, you have one reading, you have one card the right way up, and you can read a whole lot of things from that card. You have to learn what's in the background, look up what you're looking at, and that sort of thing. It's really very interesting. Stace couldn't get on with cards. I borrowed her my learning pack, and she says, "Mum, I can't get on with them." That's fine. We'll do something
Not
else.
everybody can.
No.
No, they can't. And I just sort of, when I said, look, I said, what I'm going to do, I'm going to hand you over to Jean. I said, and I'm going to ask Jean to tutor you. And Jean and Tony have helped tutor Stacey with me, but I felt as though that she needed a little bit more input because I'd been working with her since she was very small,
Mm,
and she knew a lot of it, but I thought it was time for her to get input from somebody else where she could perhaps learn a little bit more, not because I couldn't teach her, but from a different perspective, from a different teacher
But
medium who is teaching, like Jean and Tony, who
I
also
will
teach.
say about your Stacey, though, and she always called herself a psychic, Irene, and she
She
still
did.
does. And what
Uh,
did I say to her? I'm being
yeah,
honest. I
yeah.
said, don't just put yourself down as a psychic medium.
Well,
And
she
now
doesn't
what's she
now.
doing? I went to see her work on a rostrum. Well, I was with
Yeah,
you and her.
yeah.
And Stace now reaches to spirit, and she gave
She
some
does.
lovely proof out.
She
And she
did.
was constant with it.
Yeah,
And them
she
two
did.
messages she gave out that night, I even told you, Tony, didn't I?
you did.
She was
Yeah.
blooming good
She was. She
that
was brilliant.
night.
And we did say to her in the car coming home, didn't we? Take the psychic off. And she did say that she was going to do that, and she was
Mm,
going to put something spiritual on there. So, and I
There's
said,
nothing
you're
wrong with
better
having
than being a
psychic on,
psychic.
but you
no,
just
no.
No,
don't want to. And it's like Angel, bless her. She's not around, and I know she probably worked with spirit just as good as well. But you don't want to just be known as a psychic worker. Not when you
no.
can do everything. You want to be known as a medium as well,
Mhm.
not
Yes.
just as a psychic worker. If you're
Yeah,
working with spirit,
absolutely.
you want to be known for that mediumship
Yeah.
and not just
Yeah.
getting labelled in one certain thing.
No. But
And
what I
it's
will
what,
say is, we will nail down some dates that we're going to
yeah,
start, and we will get the dates put out there, see if it's okay with everyone, and we'll start. And what we will do is, um, as we
Well
finish
done, Angel.
one level, we'll start a beginners class and then move on into
Well done.
a little bit
yeah,
more advanced class as well, and we'll see how it goes. But what I will say is, I think Angel, it's what that person in front of you needs, isn't it?
It is.
It's whatever they need, and you give them the best of your ability and what they need at that point in time, which, as we always say, is not necessarily what they want.
No, it isn't. And it's not necessarily the person they want either. But
No.
I tell you what I've just started doing, Tony and Jean. I think Jean knows, but I don't think I've spoke to you about it. I've just started learning how to read crystal balls, because it's not just a case of picking one up and looking at it. It's my husband's, my lovely Eddie's just bought me a beautiful ocean jasper, and it's absolutely huge. It's on my unit at the back there. Get it? Yes, please, Doc. Yeah, Ed will get it for me. And I found this in a shopping workshop last week. We went, and I just fell in love with it. And it's oh yeah.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Let me turn that off. You might be able to see it better if I
I was
turn
going to
that
say,
off.
I can't see it. Oh, yeah.
It's all
people.
It's
have
all.
you noticed that people think crystal balls have to be clear?
Yeah,
Because that's what gypsies have at seaside.
Speaking of reading, Jean, I can't wait for you to come down.
I can't wait to come down. Have you got them up?
Look what's on the wall.
Oh, fantastic.
What's on? Oh, the picture.
You know Hannah from Littleport that does Bully?
Oh, she's fantastic, bless her.
She does. Have you watched one of Reverend Nick's services where Hannah pops on with that Bully?
End raffle.
Oh, right. Well, she's got Down syndrome, and she does encaustic art as part of our therapy and stuff.
Okay.
She did me a picture, and she's going to do Jean one, and she says, I've got to tell you, they've not forgotten, but Nicola's moving down to Littleport, and they've been a bit busy, so
Elsa, that's fine.
Hannah, she says you've got to call her Elsa sometimes.
Well, I will see it on Wednesday when we come up to you. I'll have a look at that and I'll see it.
Angels put you can read anything if you want to. It's true.
You can.
Yes, you can.
You can. It is. It's fully special prize.
Oh, but yeah, she's doing me on Irene. She said she'd do me one, bless her, and I'm really looking forward to it.
Perhaps she'll do me one then as well.
I've seen it done.
Yeah.
You just do it with an
actually do?
It's
I don't know how she does it. She just
melt it on with an iron. And
like a transfer.
Yeah, and it makes patterns and things, and it melts.
Oh wow!
We saw all sorts in that, didn't we?
Yeah, we did a couple of seconds that they were just jumping out at you. But I tell you what's good is wax crayon, not wax crayon, sorry, candle wax. Put candle wax on, and then water paint over it, and that is just as good. But that just pictures jump out at you of that.
Oh, Julie Caswell does it. Use beeswax. I don't know what she uses, but I just know that the one she's done me is absolutely amazing.
It's gorgeous.
All sorts in it.
Oh, yeah, she did send. Bless her. A friend of hers does wax drawings.
Yeah,
that's what I was just on about with wax.
No, it's Suzanne, darling. God bless.
And the night, Lisa.
Yeah, night, Lisa too.
Yeah, but yeah.
Please.
It's lovely.
Send them, Angel. Put them on. Send them us, please, and let us have a look.
Yeah, but as long as there's you use encaustic to make card sets.
Yeah.
Oh
wow.
I think Ricky did something like that.
He's just put on that he just put something on a bit earlier that he did something like that.
Ricky, if I started doing a class, Ricky, would you come in one day and show us how to do encaustic art?
That'd be good.
Am I being really cheeky?
No, isn't it? Ricky, you can do it, can't you, love?
Or even if we do a workshop evening, like we were saying, or afternoon, like we were saying.
He could come in and have a table. He could come and have a table for us if he would.
Yeah. If he's got time with his Reiki healing and all the other bit in these woods.
I don't want to intrude, but you've got me as a friend. Oh, Ricky, you are. God, we love you.
Wonderful. Thank you, Ricky.
Does some lovely things.
He does. He does. I keep having to. He's got it.
Well, I'm looking forward to going in 2 weeks to see Ricky because I'm doing I know we're going on the 27th to do the service for him, but I've also got a table at his little workshop that he's doing on the 4th of December, and I'm there. I'm doing it. I've got a table there, so
it's our Saturday social as well. So we'll see you there.
Yeah, you will. Yeah, you will.
Ricky, I should be doing a bit of both because Irene said I can come along and join her, and I'm going
You
to.
You can absolutely, and Tony can as well. The more the merrier. I mean, and if and if we do get anything that's a little bit personal, we'll take you to one side and do it in private. So
But anyway, it's been a wonderful night again, and I hope it's helped Jean with her.
Yes.
Yeah,
How are you feeling now, darling?
I'm going to take some tablets, and I'm going to take my morphine because I hurt, and then I'm going to bed.
I've taken mine, and I'm going to just.
Have you soaked up the energies, though?
Yes, I've enjoyed it. Oh, I don't think I could have done mediumship. I would have just cut off.
Oh, that's a good idea, Ricky. Yeah, get them to take a set of cards, then they can use them to do readings. It's a good way of encouraging the mediumship side.
That's what we did. That's what we did on training, Irene.
Yeah.
That's what we did when Wayne came in.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Thank you, Angel, sweetheart.
It's been a wonderful, wonderful evening. Absolutely great. Thank you so much.
We've answered some more of your questions.
And for joining in the discussion, the conversation. Send names to me if you're interested in doing either the online version of the course or the physical version of the course. Just let me know which you want to do, and we will get something set up. It'll be maybe towards the second week of January, third week of January, something like that, by the time we've got everything sorted out and organised. But like I said, drop me a line, let me know, and we'll get that sorted out for you. I've got other ideas I'm coming up with as well that I want to run with, but let's just take one step at a time. Thank you, everybody, again. I'm really thrilled every time we come online and so many people join in and help us to build this wonderful community. I will.
Thank you for joining us, Angel. I hope you'll join us again. It's been interesting.
And send us those pictures. Yeah, lovely.
Yes, we like having new people on.
Yeah, like I said, it's been wonderful, and everybody works differently with spirit.
Yeah,
so it's good to have lots of different viewpoints.
It is. It's lovely. Irene's going to do the closing prayer, but Tony's going to actually sing the Nanite song because I might fall to sleep.
That's all right, my darling.
We're just going to do the notices. On Wednesday, we are at Jamroz in Bridlington. So if you're local to Hull, Withensey, Hornsey, Bridlington, pop in and see us, say hello. There's always a nice cup of tea waiting for you at Jamroz. Thursday, there will be the service at Littleport. So please join that, and I'll say hello to everybody there as well because I'll be watching that. Are you out anywhere?
Only at Jamroz with you on Wednesday, sweetheart. With you and Jean on Wednesday.
That means Friday we will be back here. Then Saturday we have the movie night. So if you've booked to come and see the Jamie movie with us and the talk back with Jamie, Margaret and his grandma, we look forward to seeing you all there.
Oh, I'm looking forward to it.
And at Thurcroft on Sunday, we have the lovely Fiona Middleton from Worksop doing our service.
Thank you, Irene. Thank you.
Yes, I was coming to that next.
Oh, sorry, darling. I jumped in. I do apologise.
Yeah, I was going to say, if you are coming to the Jamie night, we will be asking for donations and things. We'll be selling teas and coffees and pieces of
That's fine.
lovely cake that we're ordering from Costco with rainbows on. And there will also be Jamie ice cream at half time.
Ooh!
Yay! The whatever it's called ice cream shop in Wath have asked their suppliers to make up some ice cream in that beautiful turquoisey colour that all the Jamie posters and things are done in. And
Beautiful.
We will have some of Jamie's props on display as well.
I'm really looking forward to this, me. Night Arts.
Yeah. Anyway, so thank you, everybody, and we will now close the service in prayer. There will also be a raffle. I've just been reminded. There will also be a raffle. So, thank you. If Irene would like to close in prayer, it sounds like I'm going to be singing, so I do apologise in advance. If classes break, cats run out of rooms, ears start bleeding, there we are.
Oh, never mind. Can we bow our heads, please, friends? Dear Lord Divine Father, thank you once again for us all meeting over the internet and having a wonderful evening once more with our spirit friends and also with our wonderful congregation. Could I please send healing out in the world, Lord? You know where it's needed most. And could I also ask for healing for our animal kingdom and our wonderful Mother Earth? And special healing to our lovely Jean. Please send the angels for us, sweethearts. And with that note, I will say until we meet again, may a guardian angel walk with you each and every day. Amen.
Amen.
Lord, keep us safe this night, secure from all our fears. May angels guard us while we sleep, till morning light appears. Amen.
Amen.
Lovely little choir boy.
That's lovely.
Amazing. Thank you so much. Oh, bless you.
That's great.
Yeah.
Rick, so thrilled. Thank you. My heart's warm.
That is lovely.
Yeah.
And thank you to our little choir boy for taking over for me tonight.
Yes, thank you, Tony.
Thank you. Good night and God bless everybody. May the Lord
Night, everyone.
Good night, everybody. God bless.
Night.
Oh, hang on.
What?
I did promise I would.
Oh, you'd put the pictures on or the little video on that you made.
The video, yes.
Yes.
Bear with. I can't remember where I put it. Desktop. Sorry, everybody.
It's all right. We'll let you off.
Is it in there? No. Sorry, I'm struggling to find it. Please be patient. Normal service will be resumed shortly. Here it is. I'm not sure how this is going to play, but if you bear with me, I will see if it'll work this way. Let's see.
Michael D. Swindles.
You hear that?
I'm an author with Northern Twang, with a very gay husband who's got a very gay husband. And this is Tide and Time. From the 18th floor, you had the occasional glimpse of heaven. To heaven's left were bulk storage containers, shoreside repositories for North Sea gas that shared an industrial complex with landing terminal for off-coast wind turbines. Jack concentrated on heaven. Just a glimpse. Derek sat on the fence rail. It was the only thing left to pack. He'd been there a while. The lads demanded an extra case of canned bud. The bottles were a rip. A can filled the glass, and then some. A bottle left an inch of foam. Hauling ass for a full morning, lugging the vintage G-plan to the ammonia-scented lift, then out, over the load, to the box van, onward bound to its final resting place, required recompense, worth every drop. It added 5 miles to the twice-weekly appointments. Jack had time. There were moments when terminal is comfort. A couple from Chingford, a former deputy head and the husband, had cashed in a 3-bed semi and paid over the odds for that occasional glimpse of heaven. Derek understood. The USP, the only balcony with that view. All of the residents lived in gasworks paradise. Heaven demanded a premium, cans not bottles. From the dome of the new bungalow, heaven was graspable. But Jack had time. 3 years. Terminal. An estate agent window find, more expensive than the granular loaf he'd ventured out for. New modern auction rules, bugger that. He made an offer, cash. Jack didn't mind paying over the odds too. And with it came the proximity to heaven. You do know it's got a maximum of 3 years before it's over the cliff. You did? The first job was the standard rose, ballerina, cultivated from a shrub variety onto a tall stock. Grafted buds sliced into place. A repeat flower, best from second year onwards. Spading the sandy soil into a heap, they deposited Derek beneath the roots and healed in the compost, topped off with barbecue pins. The first gust sent them skywards, eventually joined the daffodils 30 feet below. Landslip. From his bed in Ward C, Jack watched the local news. Derek and the ballerina were gone. The patio too. 2.5 years. Hospitalised. 3 weeks. One last glimpse. Then he left.
There you go.
Oh, that's lovely.
Oh, and he's got a right soothing voice and all, Michael, when he reads.
Yeah.
I know. It is juddering quite a bit, but thank you everybody for listening to that. Thank you so much, and I'll talk to you soon. Good night and God bless.
Good night,
Good night. God bless everyone.
Night, God bless everyone.
Hello.